For conducting a private meeting in the palace, a big place was built with many stupendous pillars. Cabinet ministers, the leaders of the fort, warriors were present in the meeting. The Emperor Sundara Cholan was sitting on the throne. In front of him, Kundavai Devi and Arunmozhi Varman were seated. Aditha Karikalan entered into the hall, the warriors enthusiastically welcomed him. Then, Aditha Karikalan sat on the pedestal near the Emperor Sundara Cholan. The minister stood from his pedestal and spoke. Emperor Sundara Cholan of the Chola Empire headed council begins. Then Emperor Sundara Cholan started speaking. In the Tanjavur fort, approximately 4 lakhs Chola warriors were waiting for my order. I have decided to attack the Pandya's troops tomorrow by accompanying them. What is your opinion? Do you all agree? The voices echoed, agreed. Sundara Cholan continues his speech. I won't agree that this Chola kingdom is dependent on me. Hear my heroic son Aditha Karikalan. He is here to maintain the glory of our clan. The comet is in the sky. Someone in the royal family going to face death. In the war. In case if I attain the heroic death. As my uncle Kandar Aditya's son Madharandagan. That he is not interested in the kingdom. Declared and wants to be the serve god Shiva, my first son Aditha Karikalan will come to the throne. Behind the pedestal where ministers seated, Madharandagan and Sembian Mahadevi were seated. Sembian Mahadevi looked at Madharandagan and smiled. After hearing the words of the emperor, Aditha Karikalan stood from his throne. He glanced at everyone. I don't want the throne. My brother Arunmozhi Varman should be the next king. After destructing the Pandya troops, I am going to take the army against the nations across the sea. To establish the bravery of Tamilians is my desire. For this, Palyavedarayar grandfather should help me to form an army. Palyavedarayar stood and began to speak. Karikala, our clan helped the Cholas for 6 generations. It will definitely continue in your time. Then the emperor started to speak. To help the Pandya troops. The Sri Lankan forces have also come to attack us. We must defeat the Sri Lankan forces too. Arunmozhi Varman was quiet for so long. He stood from the pedestal and started to speak. To defeat the Sri Lanka troops, I will lead the army to Sri Lanka. Hearing this, all became happy. Then the emperor responded. Good. Tomorrow morning before sunrise, all our troops should get ready. Council dispersed.